moments ago after a player, Christian Eriksen, collapsed on the field and needed to be resuscitated. The terrifying moments were caught on camera. CNN's Don Riddell, host of World Sport, joins me now. Don, what do we know?
Well, the news, Fredricka, appears to be a little more positive. I've got to be honest. The last hour and a quarter for football fans and anybody who was following this sports occasion, I think people were really fearing the worst because it did not look good. But the news we are hearing from both UEFA, which is European football's governing body and the organisers of this tournament, and also the Danish Football Federation, the news does seem to suggest that Eriksen's condition is a little more positive than we had feared. The Danish Football Federation tweeted that Christian Eriksen is awake, awaiting further examination. He's at Rigs Hospitalet in Copenhagen. The match has been postponed. A new message was supposed to come from UEFA 15 minutes ago. UEFA's tweet saying the player has been transferred to the hospital and has been stabilised of everybody here in the stadium because they really did fear the worst. He collapsed under no challenge from any other player. He was prone in the corner for a considerable period of time. It was clear that CPR was being performed on Christian Eriksen. The Danish players formed a protective cordon around him so that the prying broadcast cameras and photographers couldn't broadcast any of the images minutes ago. It would appear to show Eriksen awake and alert as he was being taken off the field. But as you can see, they put the sheets around the stretcher because they really didn't want anybody taking pictures. And at this point, nobody knew. We really didn't know anything.
And so, Don, it was caught on camera, but were they in the middle of play? Was there a break? I mean, I realize you said he was on the field, but what was happening just prior to his collapse?
Well, the game was approaching half-time. We were 3 minutes before half-time. The game was in full flow. The score between Denmark and Finland, the opening game for them in this tournament, was goalless at this point. The game was happening. But as soon as he collapsed, it became very apparent very quickly that this was very serious. So the game was paused while he received treatment, and it was then suspended. The game remains suspended. I guess there's a chance that UEFA will want to try and complete this game. And I can tell you why they would want to complete this game, because it's a tournament with a lot of games and they can't afford to fall behind. But I'm not sure what emotional and mental state any of these other players
we're
are going to be in.
So glad that things appear to be looking up for him. Don Riddell, thank you so much for that. Keep us posted.